Well, what the business is, we back with another episode of Thinking Out Loud. It's your favorite host, your boy Easy, and I got a special guest in the building today. Please introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Sharon.
That was straight bullshit. First off, she's not that innocent. Hi, I'm Sharon.
I am.
Sharon who?
Okay, I'm Sharon Sargent. I'm from Uganda, and I've known Eli for about 2 years. 3 years. I told you not to do this.
It's cool. No, it's interesting because, guys, this is going to be a very cool show. We got a lot of things to talk about. Sharon is a very interesting person with a lot of different stories to tell and has a great mind on her, great head on her shoulders when it comes to talking about different things. Because you want to let them know, Sharon, about how, you were raised a little bit, how your perspective is a lot different than, you can say, the average black woman.
Yeah. So I was adopted from Uganda around the age of, I think I just turned 6. I was adopted into a white family. As much as I don't like saying that, I think it's played a big part in, again, how I grew up and some of my perspectives and also how I think. But then another part of that is I think it's just my personality. So a major thing I've kind of run into growing up and having been raised by white parents is the fact that I get called whitewashed, which could be hard at times, but I think being on my own now, I've learned that I am who I am because my parents back home, they didn't give me up and they didn't sacrifice not having me so I can come here and just be like everybody else and not be grateful, not be who I'm supposed to be. So I think when a lot of people meet me, the way I talk, the way I walk, if that makes sense, what I dress like, I think they're like, well, you're whitewashed. Plus you were raised by white parents. And I'm like, okay, so that's me.
I'm very excited for this, guys, for a lot of different reasons, because we're going to talk about some crazy shit today. Funny shit, interesting things, and some things that's going to get a little deep. Sharon has been a good friend of mine, like she said, for the last 2 to 3 years, and we always talked about doing a show together on a podcast. So This is going to be very interesting today. We're going to hit her with some hot seat questions and some cool things that's going on in the industry and everything like that, and see what she thinks about it, all right? So, Sharon, how was your day, first off, before we get into the questions?
Honestly, my day was great.
Okay.
I woke up, thank God.
I know that's right.
And then you called me, and I was like, my favorite person.
Okay.
My day got even better.
I know that's right. You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get right into it then, Sharon. Let's see what you're thinking, okay?
Okay.
So, my first question of the day is, because I know you're a person with, another thing before, disclaimer, because I know y'all right now looking like, she's so sweet, she's so innocent, she a motherfucking savage, you heard me? She a motherfucking smile on your face and cut your shit up later, you heard me?
That is not true. That's what.
Okay.
Maybe. Depends on the day.
Depends on the day.
Depends on the month.
Fuck with her on a Sunday and see what happens. All right, so this is my first question.
Okay.
Do you believe in getting your lick back? So that could be depending on with a guy, it could be depending on with a friend, like a female friend or anything like that did you dirty. Are you one of them people that believe in, I'm going to get it back in blood, or I'm going to get even with you, you know what I'm saying?
I've honestly learned that if most of the people know me, I'm a very genuine person. There's really nothing I'm not going to do for my group of people, whether it's friends, whether it's family. If you're in my circle, which I have a very small circle, that means there's really nothing I'm not willing to do for you. So if you know that about me, you know my hard work, you know my heart, you know my integrity, and you do something that is shady towards me, or you know that I don't tolerate, you're not worth my energy, A, and then B, I fought so hard for my peace. You're not worth my peace. You're gonna get what's coming for you. And it's what it is. I'm not gonna waste my time and waste more of my life getting my lick back for something. No, I don't believe in that. I think you'll get what's coming to you. It's not up to me. I'm gonna live my life. I'm gonna do me. And I'm gonna do it smiling.
I know that's motherfucking right, you heard me? She said she gonna live her life. She ain't stunting you hoes. You better stop playing. You feel me?
You comes to a point, like, I'm young, but I think I've been through so much. It comes to a point where it's like, I cannot live my life in vengeance, and I can't live my life in just this anger. If you fight so hard to get out of toxic situations, you know what? You did me dirty. That means when I make it or I'm this, you're there. And you've shown me that you can't sit at my table. You're not worth it. And it's not even that you can't sit at my table. I don't even desire to sit at your table anymore because you can't know.
Preaching. You heard me. I don't even desire to sit at you bitches' table.
I don't desire because
small
like,
ass table.
I know who you are. You know, you want to kiss ass. You want to be this person. You don't even know who you are when you look in the mirror. So why am I gonna? I don't believe in getting your lick back. I think once you look back and be like, dang, she was a genuine person and I really messed up with her. That's gonna be your punishment. Is when you finally mature enough to be like, dang, you gonna get it.
I know that's right.
Let's go get it.
You gonna get it. You feel me? I like that answer. A lot of people would have been like, you know, like, I'm gonna get my lick back. I get it even, or I'm gonna go fuck her man, or I'm gonna go do this. You know, people have a grimy way of doing things.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't gonna say no names, but example, I had a partner back in New Orleans, man. This cat here, I think he still be on that bullshit from time to time. But if he had like beef with you or anything like that, or we had problems, he gonna fuck your bitch. Or somebody that's related to you, like your cousin or something, he gonna hit somebody close to you on some shit. Cause he one of them niggas that fuck with your mental. Like he don't care to catch no fade with you. He ain't fuck the fade, bitch. I'm gonna go ahead and I want something that's gonna sit with you. So every time you see your cousin or you see your sister or you see your ex, it's like, damn, you fucked with my, you know. So he one of them type. And a lot of people have a different way of getting their look back, whether it's mental, whether it's just, you know, giving people their space and letting karma just eat them up. Do his thing. So I like the response a lot, though, because that is real genuine, and that what really hurts people the most when you come at them like that.
Yeah, I think it's like, people who do that, there's an internal, I don't know, pit in them, whether it's unhealed trauma, childhood trauma, because if that's how you grow up and that's like where you're from and what you're used to doing, you know, you're just living a life where, you know, you're bound to these chains of, oh, I'm gonna get my look back, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Well, you make one wrong mistake, your whole life is wasted, now you're in jail. To me, you're really, if you can do that to me, you're really not worth my time, you're not worth my life, you're not worth my peace. Bye. Door closed.
Peace over everything.
Period.
You feel me? That's what we're going to name this episode. Peace over motherfucking everything. You feel me?
Yeah, I mean, you fight to dig your way out of a grave and you're just going to let one person, no. You did you? Am I alive? Did I make it? Did I live to see another day? Yes? Okay, great. God's good.
I know that's right.
God's good.
Okay. Cool. Speaking of peace, so I got this scenario for you. All right. Say you had an ex, right? And your ex moved on, and say they elevated in life. You see them happy and stuff like that now. They making good money, and now I guess they're about to get married. In this position, if your ex did you wrong, would you be happy for them, or would you kind of be more of like, I don't care for him to be happy because he didn't give a fuck about my happiness type shit?
I would be happy for him. I think everyone deserves their own happiness, and you know what? You lived, you were dumb, you broke my heart, you did whatever you did, but at the end of the day, I think everyone has that road to redemption, and if that relationship is pure and, you know, he loves her, she loves him, he's changed, or maybe he even hasn't changed, you know what? You deserve that, because everyone deserves that little piece of like happiness and whatever. And it's not my job, again, as a person who loves peace and has fought for peace, it's not my job to cling on to what you did to me. I don't forgive you for you, I forgive you for me, right? I forgive you so I can move on. So I would definitely be happy because, again, everyone deserves happiness and everyone deserves a chance to be happy. And if that's her, then 100%, like, best of luck. I don't have to speak to you. I don't have to come to your wedding. I don't have to send you a letter of like, congratulations, you know? No.
So what if they invite you to the wedding? Are you going?
It honestly really depends. I'm not a person to cling on to anger, and it does depend on the circumstances. You know, if they've reached out, they've apologized. You know, with you, I learned my biggest lesson. Karma got me back.
You feel me?
Then, I mean, it's not something I'm completely opposed to, but it is something that I have to think about and pray about, because, but again, I don't let things control me, so my emotions. If I've forgiven you, do you.
I know that's right. Lord, protecting peace at all costs. I'm telling y'all, that's all 2024. We protecting our peace. You know what I'm saying? If you disturbing that motherfucking peace, then you can't be around me.
Get out.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
dang, it's so crazy, like, just thinking about shit like that, too, because people real life live them scenarios and everything like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm gonna hit you with something a little witty. It's gonna be quick, but it's witty. It's kind of crazy.
Okay, I'm ready.
I just want to see what you think.
Okay.
If you try crack one time, does that make you a crackhead?
That's like saying if you have sex one time, are you a sex addict? No. But if you try crack and then you go back to it and you keep going back to it, then yeah, you're a crackhead.
So if you try crack one time, you're not a crackhead. You just experience.
You're talking about like the drugs, right? I had to ask my friend. I was like, is he talking about like the drugs, like crack?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't
the
know
drugs.
Yeah, he also had to explain what getting my lick back was. I was like, what? Like karma?
Did you ever like have these type of discussions growing up in your household?
No.
Really?
No, I actually, when I was younger, I used to speak to myself in the mirror because I wanted to I grew up in the church, so I loved the worship team. I was on fire for God. Still am, just have not lived a perfect walk with God.
Nobody have.
Nobody. I'm ashamed a little bit, but I used to talk to myself in the mirror all the time, and I would pose these questions, but I would never really like speak outside of it until I actually kind of met you, and then my old roommate. That's but no.
Okay.
I did that.
Okay. So your overall, you feel like if somebody like, say if you was just kicking at a party one day and you saw somebody do like crack, it was their first time, they were just experiencing it, you ain't gonna look at them different. You just like, okay, boom, they just tried it. It's cool.
So me being me, respectfully, I don't think I would be around that crowd. That's not to throw shade. I think I know who I surround myself with, and I know I come from a family that has certain addictions. So it's like, to me, I would rather completely eliminate the temptations altogether, because I'm really not interested in that, to do drugs, alcohol. I get called an old lady. Like, I'm 21 and I'm not fascinated by that stuff. I wouldn't look at you different because, like, live your life. I have a friend who does crack, but I'm not gonna judge you. It's not my job. It's not my life.
Who your friend?
I'm not telling you, but you know her.
What you mean? What the fuck you mean? I know.
It was
okay.
It was our little group, Eli.
Our little work group? Lord.
Our group.
Oh.
My little group.
Lord.
Broken up.
Damn. I didn't even know I was associated with crackheads. Small world.
Small world. Neither did I. I didn't know what crack was until apparently today. But I knew what crack was. I just didn't. I was like, a crackhead?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you cracked your head? I'm playing. I'm not that stupid.
She's serious.
I'm not that naive.
She's serious. Lord. Man, listen, man. Sharon, listen, it's I've been wanting to do this for a minute, and this is the reason why, because I just love your realism and sarcasm at the same time, because you balance it off with just being you, who you are and everything like that. And I love that about you, because, Lord, some of the things people will say will be crazy as hell.
Dude, it's 2024. Everything's honestly crazy.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
All right, so I have this next one for you. Okay. If you saw your friends, like, say if you, and this we're gonna do like a confession after this and step away from the questions, but if you saw, I want to know if you, in the black household we call this a snitch or a rat, you know what I'm saying? If you see your friend, like say if you got a girl, like a girlfriend, like a girl best friend, like a girlfriend, and you see her nigga out like messing around or partying, like getting loose with some other women that's not your friend. Do you tell your friend about that, or do you kind of stay out that business and let that be what it is?
Again, I love genuineness. I love authenticity. I love peace. And I think if you're my friend and I love you and I support you, and again I keep a very small circle, then no, I'm gonna approach you and then it's your job to do what you're gonna do. But if I really care about you, I'm not gonna be that friend that knows, oh yeah, no, your man is out with some other person, and I'm gonna be quiet. No, because that just, to me, especially in the day we live in, if I'm your friend and I don't tell you, that means I want your man.
Damn, that's what that means?
I feel like that's what that means, because if that's your true friend, why wouldn't you say something? Now, it's not my job to approach you. I might take a few pictures just for evidence for my friend, present it to them, and then at that point, you're going to do what you're going to do. It's not me trying to sabotage your relationship, but I feel like there's not a lot of people that would honestly say, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna tell you. No, I'm not trying to stir up drama, but if I care about you and I care about your feelings, I'm not gonna want you to continue on in a relationship where he clearly doesn't respect you. Or vice versa. If it's a woman, it's a my guy friend, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
I look out for my friend.
I know that's right.
I look out for
You
my
ride
friend.
for the gang. So ladies, while y'all out there talking about, I'm gonna keep it, fellas. I mean, I guess this apply for us too. I mean, but I'm gonna stay out of this. It's a double. It's a two-way street though. But it's like, fellas, we gonna look out for our partner a little different. You know what I'm saying? Now, if we see his girl out, you know what I'm saying, doing something foul, hell yeah, hey bro, hey, shorty out here tripping. You know, I ain't. You know, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like we both do it different when it's on the opposite sides of the foot. So say if your girlfriend was out dancing on a guy and you know she got a man at home, are you gonna check her about that?
100%. I don't keep company like that.
Oh. Y'all need friends like Sharon.
100.
Stop playing.
Listen, what's that guy who said, like, you know, show me your friends and I'll show you your future?
Yeah.
Yeah, him. I love that quote because it's like, why am I going to keep company? It's like, if I'm trying to succeed and I'm trying to make it, and I'm trying to be a genuine person and actually climb the ladder to the top in a genuine way, I'm not going to keep company like that, because bad company corrupts good character. And
we dropping motherfucking gems today, goddammit. Bad
for real,
company
like,
creates. Repeat that one more time.
bad company corrupts good character.
Corrupts good character.
Yeah. Because I would approach my friend first. I'm not going to go straight to her boyfriend. I'd be like, hey, like, maybe he's done some messed up things or whatever, but like, I don't do the messy. No. I will speak to you first, and then it's your job to tell him. If you don't tell him, I'm going to tell him for you. And if it's his decision to stay or to move on, or if y'all want to do something else, that's on you. But I'm going to have a clear conscience, and probably our friendship will end. Respectfully.
When I say Sharon Sargent stands on business, she is standing on straight business. She ain't playing with nobody. Even if you're the best friend, you can get checked too.
Yeah.
I told y'all she ain't nothing to play with. She look innocent and sweet, which she is. But she also about her business. She don't play around when it comes to that bullshit.
I'm about living a good life and live without regrets, because I think a lot of people are like, oh, live with no regrets. Like, live now, whatever. Or party now, live later. What's the saying?
YOLO, you only live once, or you know what I'm saying?
But it's like, it doesn't mean you throw your life away. It doesn't mean that you throw good friendships away. I think a lot of now we keep really bad company. Like, we keep really good friends, all because it's trendy, or they're into the same thing I am. They don't call me out of my bullshit. If you cannot have a hard conversation with me, like, hey Sharon, you were a little bit of a bitch today because of this, I don't want to be your friend. I need you to be straight up with me. If I'm doing something out of my character, I need you to check me. Because you know the life I'm trying to have, you know the path I'm on. If you don't check me, that means you don't really know me well enough. And to me, you're not my friend. If you cannot be straight up honest with you, like, yo, Eli, your shoes look good. But if I'm like, hey, Eli, your shoes look really bad. Like, nitpicky things, but like, if it's something about my character, like, hey, Sharon, like, you said this today, or you said some out of pocket shit. I didn't really appreciate it, but it honestly was just like really rude. Call me out. But I'm also very blunt, so if you deserved it, then I'm probably not gonna apologize. Like,
it is what it is.
If you're sensitive,
you better preach to him. I think the women, y'all need to keep your ears open to what Sharon is saying, because she really spitting game. She really, you know what I'm saying, taking y'all out of this matrix y'all in this fantasy world that y'all believe social media and everything is, because a lot of motherfuckers live by what they see on the internet, and half the shit you see on the internet, well, really most of it is fake. All that shit
It's
is
not.
fake. Like motherfuckers is it's not realistic things that you're really seeing. Like everybody is not. You can't expect that what you see like from your favorite artist or your favorite couple and stuff like that
Yeah.
to be your average relationship every time you go and meet somebody or anything
Yeah.
like that.
Honestly, I think that's a great point because my biggest thing lately, and I think we've talked about this, was like feminists.
Whew.
It's feminists.
I'll let you talk to them because they fuck around and come after me. Man.
I respectfully, I think women have lost their touch. To be mothers, to be women, to we've lost our touch, because respectfully, and I don't mean no shade when I say all this stuff, but it's like you ask for women's rights, you want equal rights. Like fuck women's rights. I could be at home popping out babies, cooking and baking, tending to my man, but I'm out here working. However
They got you
many
working
hours.
too damn hard.
Yeah, but then it's also, you can't complain about the men because you've honestly created the men that our society is looking at. You wanted a good man, you got a good man, but then you're like, oh, I want to do this. And so these men adapt because as women, let me talk about the Bible for a second. Because like in the Bible, David, he was called to be like a man after God's own heart. But because he saw a woman, he was like enchanted, he was mesmerized, he went after her. Again, this is a man after God's own heart. So I think as women, we have this influence over men, and like it's almost like, I guess it goes both ways. Women will change for a man, men will change for a man. But I think so often nowadays, we're changing for every single man. You don't even know who you are. You don't know who you are.
You lose yourself within that.
You lose yourself within that. But then again, I don't believe in women's rights because women's rights this, equal rights this, equal rights this. We want a man that's this, we want a man that's this. But how about you be a woman that man deserves? You're not. You're materialistic, you want the bag, you want him to make this amount of money, bitch, make that amount of money first. And then come with that.
Match the bag. That match the bag that you wanting to get. Like match it to the table, you heard me? Like shit.
No.
We preaching today. That's what I'm talking about.
If I was a man, if that was the woman, I wouldn't approach her because if I have nothing and you're not willing to even look at me, you're not worth it because when I make it, bye. I'm not even gonna give you a second look. If I'm a man and if you're not a woman that values me and can build something when I have nothing, I don't want you. If my man shows up and I feel like, okay, there's a reason I've really refrained from dating. And that's because I want it to be like, when you kind of know. Like, okay, maybe I'm ready for something with this person. But even if you have nothing, even if you're a janitor or whatever, as long as you're working towards something, then we good. I'll work 2 jobs because if you have a dream, I'd rather you follow that dream because one day that dream is going to be our income. You stand behind your man, and once he makes it, if he knows your heart and he knows your character, guess what, babe? You know what? I know you want to be a stay-home mom. I know you want to do this. I've got us now. Thank you for working those 2 jobs. Thank you for putting in the time and the hours. I'm a retired. You have to believe in your man even before he makes it because a lot of women, oh, well, no, that's stupid. Oh, don't do that. So you get shot down so many times, and it's like, okay, well, let me just work this basic job even though I have all this talent. My woman doesn't believe in me. It's like women, we have to learn how to be like supporters again. We have to learn how to be encouragers. But first you have to know yourself. It's about self-worth. I can't support you if I don't really know who I am.
Is all the women in Uganda like this?
I don't know. God just made me special, y'all.
I know that's right. Sharon, you is dropping on bombshells on their ass today. But I fuck with it, and I get where you coming from because you kind of view it from both sides, and you see a middle point to where, okay, niggas ain't perfect, but women, we ain't perfect either. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it has to be a balance. You can't. One thing that you said that really sticks out to me, and I always say this, I feel like people shouldn't require something from somebody that they don't even have themselves. Like I feel like that's like insanity. Like how you gonna tell me I should be 4 or 5 steps ahead and you're not even close to these 2-3 steps I am right now? Like you know what I'm saying? Like this is not enough.
Yeah.
Like I saw this one post one time and they was talking about how like the 9-to-5 man doesn't get the respect he deserves, and which is really crazy because 9-to-5 men built this country. They built everything that you like going towards and go in and go eat at and everything like that. They help build the infrastructure of this country. You know what I'm saying? And back in the day, I mean, we know pops used to work and then mom be home with the kids and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, that was a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't have that power to really have that entrepreneurship and stuff how we do now. You know what I'm saying? That access to the internet to start your own business very easily through social media or anything like that. So it's one of those things that I really stand on. Like, I feel like you shouldn't request something from somebody that you don't even have to offer yourself. You know
and that's what's crazy about our society and like kind of the women. It's like they'll ask for this and this and this. They're not going to bring it to the table, but it's not even that they don't even have it. They won't. They're going to refuse. Okay, well, if you're not willing to work towards something, that shows me you're just materialistic. I don't care.
You're not really looking for love.
But see, here's what I believe. I believe women back then and women in other countries besides America, I believe that they deserve to have a shot at what women's rights are. I believe that, yes, their voices need to be heard. Women nowadays, you're tripping. Because women back then, you know, they didn't really have voice. Oh, stay home, pop out all these babies, cook, clean. But I do believe that men back then did not understand, especially if you have, you know, you've had kids, postpartum depression, all of that. So I believe women way back then were dealing with all that stuff, and they didn't really come up with diagnosis. Is that how you say? Yeah, until, you know, these later times. So they were struggling with that. So do I believe women, you know, back then did have a right to fight for women's rights? 100%. But women today, no. 100% not. I think that if a mom who knows that pedophiles exist, child trafficking exists, you're gonna let your child, your 3-year-old, go out in a crop top, bikini. That's disgusting to me. We've lost our touch to nurture, to be mature, not even to just nurture, but like to be a woman, because, you know, no one wants to talk about the little 6-year-old girl that was raped by 67 men on the Mexican border, but we have no problem talking about our coochie holes being brown and pink, listening to Sexy Red, all this stuff. It's disgusting to me. And that's not to throw shades at them, but that's just to say we care more about what's going on in Krishan Rock's life with Blueface than we do about the people who are actually starving, the innocent kids who are being trafficked, molested, killed. These are kids who are paying adult prices that they don't deserve. But women, we just out here, oh no, let's shake this, let's shake this. Men are getting so tired of this same ass woman because they've seen it all. We've seen the tits. You walk outside Dallas, I bet you can see up a woman's coochie, you know? Now, who are they targeting? Innocent little kids, because they've seen all these women. I think that respect. You know, you asked me a question one time, which is like, you know, there's a man who likes to show off his woman. He likes to, like, his woman to dress a certain way so that when he goes out, you know, everyone knows that he belongs to her. But then there's also that other man who is more conservative. I respect the man who's more conservative because if you're for me, you're for me. That's in private. My booty, that's for you, not for all these other people to see. So I think, like, putting that respect back with how we clothe. Now, it's not my job to be your mom and tell you how you should clothe. I just think that there's a lot of respect that's being lost as a woman because we just show it all. I love my body. Why not show my body? That's great. But, like, keep something hidden.
You feel me? Keep something curious for a man, because speaking from a man's point, like, that is what keep us. You know what I'm saying? You can get us by doing that, but are you going to keep us at the end of the day? And that's what the goal should be. You know what I'm saying? I feel like, because people try to also say the woman is the prize. I feel like it should be an equal thing. Like,
100%.
it should be an equal thing. Like, you should look at me as a prize as much as I look at you as a prize. You know what I'm saying? We should value each other on that highest level of, like, damn, I wouldn't even, boom. So, like you was just saying, a good point that you was just talking about was, I wanted to touch on was initiating sex. Okay? So, why women feel like, and it's crazy because in past relationships and things like that, I always wanted, like, I used to act sleep and just hope, you know, shorty would do this or do that, you know what I'm saying? But it's always got to be, like, me, the guy, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I had one shorty that would do it, you know, a little bit more than what I would, but it's a rarity in women. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, how are y'all with, like, initiating sex? Why do y'all, like, how do you...
I think that...
What's your approach?
Me, if I want you, I'm gonna get you.
Okay.
Period. I'm gonna show you because you also deserve to feel wanted. Right? So it's not like, oh, I mean, like, you can want a woman, okay, cool, but also a man wants to feel wanted as well. I mean, I'm not a man, but I would think that's the same thing. As for me, though, if I really like you like that, and I wanted you like that, then I initiate. If I'm really not that into you, again, materialistic, if you're just buying me stuff and I'm doing this, which I've never had that, then I'm not really going to want to initiate. You do it on your timing because you pay for whatever I want, you do whatever I want, initiate. Again, not me.
But you using it as like that.
I'm using it as like that. I mean, I would think that sometimes, or sometimes, I mean, is it libido, whatever, libido? I don't know. Sometimes a woman's is just lower. I think that's what it is.
Like y'all female testosterone or whatever y'all want to call it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I don't actually know the term. I ain't even gonna cap like I do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I mean, it honestly depends on the woman and the level of interest, I think. I can't speak for every woman because, as we've seen, I'm not really on the woman's side. I'm not a girl's, as they would say nowadays.
Yeah.
But if I really like my man and I'm feeling cute,
she said, if I want you, I want you. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you regardless.
I'm gonna make you tingle too.
Nah, this. You heard me.
No,
Hey. So listen, it's so crazy because I've been on both sides of this, and you know how when the girl sometimes is not in the mood and they'll be like, nah, not right now. Us guys, if we're not in the mood to have sex and the girl's trying to initiate it, why is it a problem? Like, it's instantly automatically a problem. It's like, what, you don't like me or something? What the fuck going on? Or you don't, is it another bitch? Like, you know, it's what the fuck plays in y'all. Well, I can't just be tired and not like, I'm not wanting to be, because I know at one point in my life where I was like depressed and not having the money come in how I wanted to. I was just not sexual. I didn't want to be sexual at the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to have sex, and my girl was just like, shit, what's going on? Like, why you're not attracted to me or anything like that? I'm like, nah, it's just, I feel like, because men, we move off finances. Like, if our finances ain't right, if life kind of just kicking our ass right now, it's just like, man, I ain't even trying to do all that right now, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't nothing against you, but I'm trying to figure shit out, you know what I'm saying? And me fucking you ain't gonna do shit but knock my ass out to sleep and take me away from what I'm trying to figure the fuck out.
Right.
So,
insecure and offended. That's what I would say. That's why we're like, because A, you're insecure. Again, oh, well, are you with somebody else? Are you doing this? So you're insecure, do you not like my body, this and this and that. Offended because, like, boy, I want you. That means you should want me. Right.
Like, it's instant. Like, you can't say no to this. Like, when I'm ready to put this pussy on you, it's that time. Pause. You know what I'm saying? So it's different. But
I mean, especially if we're willing to initiate, that means we feeling hella good.
Right, y'all feeling good. Y'all into the pink pill and shit. Y'all ain't got it.
We about to get on. Like, I like to do everything. Everything.
Man.
So when it's like, you know, I'm gonna get a little nitty gritty. You know, when y'all are feeling kinky, it's like, oh, I want to stick it in something, you know? Right? Sorry, again.
You don't have to apologize.
It's so weird for me to talk about this.
Okay.
But, like, as women, we just want something. We want something in. So it's like, if that's not, then yeah, I get grouchy. Because I do have a high sex drive. I'm not even gonna lie. Now, I'm not sexually active, so I'm not really like, oh, you know.
These niggas don't give a damn. They finna be on your ass. I'm trying to tell you right now. Shit, they don't give a damn. You just said two things. I got a high sex drive, and I'm not sexually active right now.
I'm 21. So it's like, around that age, you're kind of
21,
like...
you're like kind of getting to your...
Yeah.
You're not at your full peak, but you're at that age to where you're not like a teenage woman. You're becoming a grown woman slowly,
But I think, like, I refrain from it because you see, sex, I've had it in the bad sense, and not because, like, oh, no, he was just, you know, he was bad at sex. But in, like, kind of the toxic, abusive way. And so then getting out of that and then trying to find sex in a good light, it can be hard sometimes. So for me, I'm not sexually active because, A, I don't just give my body to nobody. If you're not worth, no. So me being not sexually active it's just me. I actually wanted to wait until marriage. And I'm so disappointed that I didn't. And I actually regret that. I really do. I really, really do. And that's not because I grew up in the church. But that's just, you understand that's something you can never get back. And it's so beautiful, because when you have it in like a good sense, it's beautiful and it's amazing. But when you know, oh well, I gave it to this douchebag. He didn't give a fuck. He had a side chick. Actually, 3 of them.
Damn.
You know. Oh, I mean, not saying that was the thing. I just
God
saying, like,
damn.
Let's not lie.
Fuck you.
Fuck
if you
you.
watching this, say it again.
No. No, but it's like, he was older, a little abusive, but that's because I was trying to escape my family, and I knew that was just kind of my only escape, was to kind of like, you know, if you're my family, you're supposed to love me, take care of me, cherish me, and you treat me some type of way, I'm looking for an escape. And I was young, and how I grew up, I was very coddled, so I knew very little, but I think it's like, I'm just not sexually active, because it's just, it's not about love anymore. It's not about love. And I want love. I don't want to be fucked. I want to be made love to.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I don't want to be fucked. I want to be made love to. You hear me? Stop fucking playing.
Stop.
Love
Yeah.
me.
Yep. For real.
Nah, real
Okay.
shit though. I respect that perspective. You know what I'm saying? You definitely came like with some real deal like heat with your, you know, insight of how you feel about certain situations.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna turn it like a little crazy a little bit. We're gonna jump into some HBCU confessions. You know what I'm saying? And shout out my guy Virgil, by the way. You know what I'm saying? We finna definitely get into this. All right, this is the first one of the day.
Okay.
This is from Howard University. I walked in on my roommate and his girl by accident, but I can't look at him the same. She had him in the Amazon position. I'm ready to move.
What the heck is an Amazon position?
Oh. Amazon position. Sex.
Please don't.
What the fuck is that?
You know,
You ever been in that position?
I just look like African.
Why is his legs up?
Amazon. I don't. Man.
I would want to fucking move too. Because it's no way.
Amazon.
This cannot be a comfortable position. Like, have any of y'all ever been fucked in the Amazon position? I've not even heard of this shit. Like, this shit is crazy. It's like a.
Let me see again.
It's like it's the dumb. It's like his legs are up, and she like standing in between his legs while his legs are around her back while she riding him.
How the fuck would they even go in?
So obviously he's sitting back with his dick like going straight up while his legs are bent to his chest but around her because she's sitting in the middle. It's a whole bunch of dumb shit
That just look like
you finna catch a cramp. Your ass is completely exposed. Like, your ass is spread wide open, nigga. Like, what you got going the fuck on? Like, come on, man. Like, that's crazy. The fuck you in that? If you motherfuckers is out here in the Amazon position, you need to go jump off the nearest motherfucking bridge. Because that shit ain't right. That shit crazy.
Gay.
I mean, yeah, that's understandable, but if you a straight man messing with if a woman wants to get in this crazy ass position, it's kind of like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying?
They must like you.
Yeah, like, this shit crazy. I'm probably adding to the clip too, but that is insane.
I didn't even know that existed.
Exactly, you learn something new every day.
What's your favorite position?
Man, I got 2, but if I had to say like my favorite,
Yeah.
I'm a big nigga, so I like picking people up. You know what I'm saying? I like having that type of control. You know what I'm saying? That's just my favorite position.
As a small woman that, you know, has like a big tall man, I hate, because there's some guys.
You hate being in the sky?
I hate being in the sky. Like, shit. Like, we're sweaty, I'm slipping. Like, put me the fuck down.
You ain't gotta do nothing but hold on.
I How am I supposed to know? Like, it just don't make no sense. Like, it's not fun. Like, I know there's these people who like have fascination about, you know, small woman. I can put you in this and I can do this. As a small woman, just lay me down on the fucking bed. Like, pull me over doggy style. Like, something else besides putting me up in the freaking air. Like.
So, what's your favorite position?
Reserves.
You say what?
That information is not available at this time.
It might be one of these ones on this damn hitting list. Amazon position ass. Don't want. See, I told y'all think she innocent. She's something serious.
I am.
I'm trying to tell you.
I am. I like what I like.
You like what you like, but why you can't describe what you like? You made me describe.
I like being made love to. I don't want you pow, 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 and then put me up in, like, people who, like, switch positions every fucking 5 seconds, piss me the fuck off.
Oh, you like somebody to make a passion, like to have passion within each position, like, kind of take it slow.
Choke me a little, slap me a little, take it slow, you know?
Okay.
Like, navigate each other's bodies.
Ooh, navigate is a big word. I like that word. You gotta navigate this body, nigga.
I mean, there's not much to it, but still navigate me. But I like intimacy. I like being close during sex. So that's why I don't like being up in the air. But anything like on the bed, whatever, I'm down.
You down for it?
Even on the floor.
What's the craziest place you done had sex at?
The car.
The car is crazy?
Okay, but it's me, Eli. That should be for real. It's me.
You probably can do a lot in the goddamn car.
I haven't done many people, and the one person that I really genuinely did like and I did it with, that I fucked up, but he was.
Damn. Those some good memories, ain't it?
You know who it is. Get out of town!
Oh, man.
He had me in.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. We already know them. He had you in the Amazon position.
No,
you know what I'm saying? It's all right.
I didn't even know that existed.
Amazon position in the car is diabolical. Oh my god.
I only did it in the car one time. No.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. The car is a good place. I feel like that's the most people where they lose their virginity at, or like one of their first spots they get things going. You feel?
I have a question though.
What's up?
What do you think about women's body counts?
I'm a firm believer, because I can't judge you because I know what the fuck I've been through. You know what I'm saying? So, but I do have a limit. It might be crazy to say. It might be like, how the fuck you gonna have a limit? But, you know, you gonna put a limit on them, but you ain't got one. If you're over, because I give a woman phases. I give a woman high school phase, when they first experience sex. When they get to college, I at least say I feel like you at least might catch, if you're going through like a 4-year term, average woman, and this might not be average, but I feel like if you out here living your life, you probably gonna catch 8 to 10 bodies easily. I feel like if you're in college for 4 to 5 years,
that's so many.
That's almost like a body and a half a year, basically. So out of that time, if you're being like realistic, I feel like, you know, totally after college, including high school, a solid body count that I'm willing to deal with is no more than 20. 20. That's me being fair.
That's just exhausting.
You know how many women I know got more than 20?
Have you seen that guy on Facebook who came out and he gave the analogy of why men can have more bodies and women can't?
Yeah.
He put it with the glass of water and like them dipping their hands in it versus you touching the outer side of the glass. Like, I'm still wanting to drink the water if you touch the outside of the glass, but if you dip your hands in it so many times, I'm not gonna.
Yeah, 20 is like will be my mental like max, because I try to be fair. Now, if I didn't do as much as I've done, I'll probably say theoretically 10 bodies. I would cut it down in half. But if I'm just a fair person, and I'm not a nigga that's like Tinder, so I don't really care about like your past, as long as it don't interfere with what's present. Right. So it's more of that. I respect your, you know, whatever you done, and I want you to respect mine when I tell you about mine. Now, if we go to your school homecoming and the Q's start barking at you and call you a motherfucking nickname that I never heard of, then we might gotta have a motherfucking conversation. Because I would rather. I put it like this too. I would rather date a girl that got 20 bodies than a girl that had like a train ran on her or 4 or 5.
What's that?
What is what?
A train?
A train. You know how a train is made, right? Starts off as choo choo. Yeah. They got one cart, then they got another cart, then they got another cart, and it all just starts.
Wait.
Exactly. So to kind of give you a good scenario of a train is if you having like multiple partners all at the same time. So say if you got like 3 dudes fucking on one chick, one in the pussy, one in the ass, one in the mouth. She going stupid. She living her best life. But what's so crazy how you looking at it is, I've heard a lot of women say they fantasy is to have a threesome with 2 niggas. Like either or like have it with like 3 niggas. Like some women want to take that, but men, we can't really handle that. I'm not gonna lie. Like as far as like making you our girlfriend or wife, you go out here and
ding ding ding.
That's what I'm saying. But men, we can, if we gonna have a threesome, like we don't really want you to trip about it. But if your girl go out here and say like, oh, I want to do something with 2 guys, or if your girl came at you, fellas, be 100. If your girl came at you like, I want to add another person to our relationship, like as like a threesome, you can be involved with it too. But I want to add another guy, just like how some guys we ask our women, let's have a threesome. How would you take that?
Not good. I don't share.
Exactly. And so as guys, we're not mentally ready for no shit like that. That's
okay, but I gotta pause you right there. Because now's the time where I stand up for women. Now listen. To me, it comes down to morals, and it comes down to knowing who you are, and it comes down to respect. Once again, it's again the double standards. Just like again, you don't want women doing A, B, C, D, F, G, wanting to be, what you call it, materialistic,
right,
or do all this stuff.
Right.
But if you're saying I'm not gonna want a man who's ran a train on somebody. Just like, and then you can't be mad if your girl is gone out and doing the same thing. Now, that's up to you guys. If you've both done it, you've both done it. Move on. Right? And I understand, like, the mind of a man is different because, no, you're mine. That possession. But I must still look at you the same way you're going to look at me. Like, you had a train ran on you, you ran a train on somebody. To me, I can't. We have we have come to our disagreement.
It's just like it's very hard for us to just picture that though, because we thinking like, dang, is this a girl I really like and stuff like that?
But that's because that intimacy plays in mind. That's why it bothers you.
Yeah, it does.
That's why it would bother me. Because if you know my body and I know you've been kissing up on some other woman and done all these things, all your little cute little tricks you've been doing on me, you've done to I'm jealous.
Yeah.
Fuck that. No, say something for me. Because to me, it's like, if you're willing to do that, I'm not one for judgment, but if you're my man and you come up to me and you said, I ran a train on someone, if you're changed, you're changed. But do not have the fucking audacity to come to me as someone who loves and adores you and say, do you want a threesome? You don't love me. If you love me, you're not going to want to share me. I don't want to share you. I'm going to get the whole Kit Kat.
I know that's right.
Mm-hmm.
The king size.
King size.
Hey.
You already know. You already know. I should just go to the place they make it and make myself an extra thing.
I know that's right. All right, we're going to do one more confession before we go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah.
All right, so this one right here is it's funny to me. This one is from FAMU. All right. My girl loves to sit on my face, but she a little big. I've tried adjusted my head, but my neck still hurts. Hold on, gang. I love her, but sitting on my face hurts too fucking much. How do I tell her this without hurting her feelings?
You're the one who likes a thick woman.
I mean, shit, gang. I mean, I'm gonna stand with you on this, gang, because I've been with a thick woman. You know what I'm saying? I've had that experience. You know what I'm saying? I'm from Louisiana. I'm a nasty nigga. You heard me? So I've had a bitch shit on my face that was pretty big before. It is a little tougher to breathe. You feel me? But you gotta have that manpower and that will to fight through. and finish all the way to the end. Now, everybody ain't built for that. So if you a little ass nigga, I ain't gonna lie, it might be a little harder for you to kind of handle some shit like that. Your little neck might get snapped or anything like that, but that's why you gotta be certain height and certain size for certain rides. You feel me? So take that for what you may, but how you feel about that, Sharon?
I mean, this is all really juicy to me. I don't think I've had anything this interesting in a long time.
Really? Okay.
I don't know if black people blush, but damn. I don't do stuff like that, so I don't know. I'm getting cramps in my cheeks. My cheeks are literally cramping. It depends if you just want to give up eating pussy or not.
I mean, I feel like you're in that position. If somebody's sitting on your face, you eating pussy, ass, licking all in between. You kind of going full out at that
Not
point.
to me, honestly, I get grossed out by that stuff. Not gonna lie. Like I suck dick, but when people do, I can't. That's why that question is so hard for me because it's like, okay, cool.
So you ain't never sat on a man's face? She like.
I didn't sit on his face. He was down there. Though. I didn't. I was just laughing.
That's fucked. Don't do that. If a
did.
nigga eating your pussy and you laughing, it's a problem. Ain't no way.
But wait. Because if you're not experienced, you're a little sensitive down there.
You right.
And I'm very inexperienced, so I was sensitive down there.
Gotcha.
And so to me, I was just like, get off. I'm done.
You got my boy feeling played, man. That's crazy.
Listen, if your dick's been sucked, I've ridden you like a horse. I'm playing. Innocent. Then you can't really be complaining. Like you really can't, because you can't have the best of both worlds. There's limits. I'm willing to do this. You have to meet me halfway.
Right.
If that's not something
Everybody don't do everything, and everybody's not good at everything. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, which is understandable. So, but this has been very dope. Like I swear, I feel like I learned a little bit more about you today too, and the side I've always known came out and showed the fuck out. You heard me? You know what I'm saying?
I shook myself. I was talking about sex.
Listen, this is something we definitely gonna do again. I want you to let them know where they can find you at, like social media wise, Facebook. You know what I'm saying? You don't know your damn social media.
You know I'm not a social media person, but I've been wanting to.
So that means she kept away, fellas. That means she kept away. That means, hey, hard to find.
If you're a nice guy, you can hit me up on Instagram.
Nigga, if you ain't 6'3" with a motherfucking Charger, and we ain't talking about the Scat, we talking about the Hellcat, red eye, nigga, and motherfucking making six figures, she don't want you. No, I'm just playing.
That is not true.
No, I'm just playing.
Like
but that's
that.
what the average bitch want.
Not me.
You feel me? You know, she looking for her king. You know what I'm saying? She's definitely a queen.
Honestly, I think God's already shown me who I'm meant to be. I just kind of think I scared him away.
Lord, ain't nothing wrong with that. But
do I say that or this?
Say that.
This one?
Your name up there.
Oh, okay, cool. I guess it's Sergeant Sarge.
Sergeant Sarge
Yeah.
is her name on Instagram. So y'all make sure y'all go follow her. Y'all already know. It's easy, said it. Make sure y'all follow me on Instagram. And this is a wrap for episode 2 of Thinking Out Loud with your boy Easy and my special guest,
Sharon.
You feel me? And my boy Royce in the back. You know he holding it down with everything.
Yeah.
We out. Peace.